of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Who's would start singing.
No.
And they'd sing, and they'd sing, and they'd sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop the whole damn thing. Why? For 53 years, I'd put up with it now. He was only 53. Wow. He's awfully young to be so bitter. For 53 years, I put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how? And then he got an idea. An awful idea. Back to you.
Yes. It was awful idea. Well, I know just what to do. The Grinch laughed in his throat. He made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat, and he chuckled and clucked. What a great Grinchy trick with this coat.
Damn. He loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said, "Giddy up!" And the sleigh started down toward the homes where the Who's lay a-snoozing in town. All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air, and all those Who's who were dreaming in their sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first little house on the square, this is stop number one, the old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. And then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, hell, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once for a moment or two, then he stuck his head out of the fireplace, flew where the little Who stockings first thing to go. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present. Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, and plums. And he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimbley.
That Grinch was like so smart and so slick. He got up a lot and he thought it up real quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side, so I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear, and I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it right back here. And his fib fooled the child, and he patted her head, and he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. When Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went up the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Then the last thing he took was the log and the fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. All the walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire, and the one little speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb too small even for like a mouse. Then he went to Transylvania.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And then he said, I want to. Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who mouses. It was dawn, all the Who still in bed, all the Who still a snooze when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, their ribbons, their wrappings, their tags, the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. Oh my. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Transylvania and went to Russia.
Did you do Russian?
That's Russia. Well, let's try it. Another try it. That's a noise, cried Grin the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did the sound rising over the snow. It started low, and it started to grow. But I don't know. But the sound wasn't said. No, it was not said. It sounded so merry. It couldn't be so, but it was very, very merry. He stared down in Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes, and he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all.
Ooh, he hadn't stopped. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came somehow or other. It came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes.
And then what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 times that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast, and he
himself, he carved the beast, the roast beast, he carved the roast beast.
Is that really the end?